Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Deep Sky Derelicts. As usual, let me start off by pointing out that this game is still under active development. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of the current early access version of the game. For example, you can see that there aren't any new optional contracts in the layer, but in the final version of the game, you'll be able to continue picking up optional contracts throughout the entire campaign. Now, last time we failed to retrieve the navigation logs from the derelict of the Salutao, and now that I've taken care of our inventory management, we'll be heading back out to the Salutao to finish exploring the rest of the ship. It's unlikely that we'll run into any more special encounters there, but there's still enemies to fight and loot to find, so let's get back to it. Okay, it looks like we've still got this big chunk right in the middle of the ship to explore. Let's go ahead and push into this chamber and then we'll use the scan function. Oh, I guess we found a loot cache. Looks like it's a medical tool mod, so that's just vendor trash for us. Now let's hit the scan button, and let's go check out that encounter there. Ah, looks like it's just a single Cobra, so this should be a pretty simple fight. Especially since Rowan started things off with a nasty critical hit. Now let's have Naz go ahead and finish her off. And there we go. That was easy enough. Looks like we got a new precision ranged weapon, though it doesn't look particularly impressive. We've also got some vendor trash and a level 4 melee weapon mod. We can certainly make use of that. In fact, let's hop over into our inventory and take stock of things real quick. Rowan's current ranged weapon is focused on dealing raw damage, where this new ranged weapon is a bit more tactical. It's got lower overall damage, but it has stagger and does a damage resistance debuff. But all things considered, I think we'll stick with the weapon he currently has equipped. With Atlas, things are a bit simpler. He has an empty slot on his melee weapon, so there's really no reason not to use the new mod we just found. Of course, we'll still be keeping an eye out for more useful weapon mods in the future, but what we really need are some shield upgrades. Those seem to be harder to find than most other types of loot. Before we push too much deeper into the ship here, let's go tie up that loose end. We still have a group of purifiers that we need to clear out. Oh, but I guess we've run into another encounter. Doesn't look like anything too serious, just two skinks, so this should just take us a moment. We'll start off with a quick grenade, and that's already killed one of them. And the other one is so badly injured that Naz can finish it off with a single strike. And there we go, another quick and easy battle. And there you go, there's a shield core mod right after I lamented not being able to find any. We've also got a new energy blade. It's only level 2, but I think Rowan might actually still be using a level 1 energy blade. Yeah. It looks like this energy blade is a slight improvement, so let's go ahead and swap them out. Now we've also got this shield core mod, which appears to be focused largely on granting a damage buff, so we'll put that on Rowan as well. He is our designated damage dealer. Oh, that's interesting. Walls actually do block the scanner. I don't think I ever noticed that before. At any rate, let's take out those purifiers. Now, these guys actually almost ended up killing us the last time we faced them, though only because we were almost out of life support at the time. This time, I think things will go a little differently. Let's start off by hitting these guys with an EMP grenade. Though I did misclick there, I meant to hit all three of them. Now they're getting a chance to counterattack. They landed a nasty crit on Naz's shields up there. Oops, and there go his shields entirely. Naz is actually pretty badly hurt now. We might have to pull out of the Salutao early. Let's have Naz go ahead and throw down some temporary cover. That'll keep him a little safer. And now Atlas is up. We could use Shockwave Strike. That might stun some of them. But I see he's got a Provoking Strike, so let's use that instead. That will force them to focus on him instead of Naz. Now Rowan is up, and he's drawn another grenade card, so let's huck that into the mix. And that took out one of the purifiers. Now they're chewing up Atlas's shields. And there go his shields as well. Now Atlas has been injured, though he still has plenty of hit points. Let's hit these guys with a concussion grenade. And that did succeed in stunning one of them. That means Atlas can easily finish off the more badly injured of the two. There we go. And that just leaves us with one stunned purifier to contend with. We'll hit him with a high damage single target attack. And now Naz should be able to finish him off. After the grief these guys have caused us, I think we'll punch him to death. There we go. Whoa, and look at all that loot. Well, we've got yet another grenade weapon mod. We've got a whole assortment of vendor trash. And there's a new heavy melee weapon. Level 4, 11 damage. And there's a tech tool, which we don't really need. There's another grenade mod. Another power glove mod. And a spread mod, which we're not going to use. But there were a few things in there we are going to use, so let's take a quick peek at our inventory again. Atlas is currently using a level 2 melee weapon, and this is a level 4 melee weapon. It would give him slightly less cards, but it would also inflict more damage, which I think is a fair trade-off. We also pulled a couple of new grenade mods, but we already have plenty of grenade mods. I'm not sure if we're... Actually... This grenade extension could probably stand to be replaced. Let's go ahead and put in this new one. And we'll slot in this new Power Glove mod while we're at it. And now that I think about it, Rowan might actually be able to make better use of that new grenade mod. Since he's our designated damage specialist, he can actually get the most out of those area attacks, so let's go ahead and pull this grenade mod out, and we'll give that to Naz, and then we'll slot the new one onto Rowan's weapon. There we go. And now, unfortunately, I think we're actually going to pull out, at least temporarily. We'll be back in just a moment. But since pretty much everyone in the party has taken health damage at this point, I think it's important to pull back to the station and get our guys patched up. It's free to travel between derelicts and the station, and it's a lot cheaper to treat injuries than it is to patch up an unconscious mercenary. So let's go ahead and dump some of our vendor trash here real quick, and then we'll pop by Deep Sky Medical. Though I may come back to the pawn shop to sell off some of this other stuff in a moment. And as I suspected, pretty much everyone in the squad is injured. And it's easy to see how a player could go bankrupt trying to keep their crawlers in good condition. Alright, now let's go ahead and get back out to the Salutao. Now we don't have much of the ship left to explore, so let's just keep pushing up, and we should have this finished in about another 5 or 10 minutes. Alright, we've picked up 2 more encounters, so let's check them out. Biological stains detected. Charge up lasers. More janitors. Well, at least they go down easier than purifiers. We'll start off with a quick grenade. And that shredded their shields. Now Naz is up and... We've already taken out their shield, so an EMP grenade would be pretty pointless. But a scrappy bomb, on the other hand, will bring this fight to a quick end. There we go, that took out 2 of them. We've only got 1 more janitor on the field, and it looks like I somehow missed him with my bomb. We'll just soften him up with a quick melee attack. And now Rowan can easily finish it off with another frag grenade. We picked up more janitor parts and another melee weapon mod, but I don't think we're going to get much use out of it. Yeah, it looks like our current mods are superior, so we'll just sell that off when we get the chance. Now we've got another encounter over here, so let's take a peek. And it's more janitors. Weapons primed, imitating combat proto-cool. Well, I think there might be something wrong with these robots. Call it a hunch. But we just took down 3 of these things, so taking down 2 of them shouldn't be a problem. Rowan starts off by knocking one to the brink of death, then handily dodges a laser blast. The badly damaged bot recharges its shields, and Naz hits them with another grenade. Now we've only got 1 janitor left, and it looks like Atlas should be able to finish it off with a single attack, so there we go. Another combat over, some more janitor parts, and another weapon tool mod. I'm not sure if we'll get much use out of this, but let's take a look at what we've currently got equipped. Okay, this is actually slightly superior to one of the weapon mods that Atlas is currently using. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at Rowan's mods as well. I think Rowan is fine. He could always benefit from having some more grenades, but I think I actually prefer the passive bonuses he gets from his current mods. Now let's keep pushing into the Salutao. Looks like we found another fairly large chamber, so let's hit the scan button. And nothing much, just a loot cache this time. Found a petrified alien head and a new scavenging tool, which actually looks pretty promising. That's a pretty hefty scavenging bonus. Let's take a quick look at what Naz currently has equipped. Well, he's got a level 4 scavenging mod. And this is only a level 3 scavenging mod, but the passive bonuses look superior. It has less cards, but a plus 29% damage modifier is certainly pretty appealing. We'll go ahead and swap those out, at least for now. And it significantly increases his scavenging score, which should hopefully pay off in the long run. Now let's keep pushing up here. Looks like we've hit a wall, but... okay, there's an encounter just to the north of us. Whoops, and it looks like the Cobras are actually taking us seriously now. This might make for a slightly more challenging fight. We'll start things off with our usual grenade. And, well, one of them's down already, so I guess this won't be quite the challenge I was expecting. They've taken a few chunks out of our shield, certainly nothing to worry about. Now Naz is up, and let's go ahead and toss a concussion grenade in there. Looks like we stunned one of them. And now Atlas is up. His shields are actually pretty low, so we won't bother with a provoking strike. Instead, let's go ahead and have him toss in a grenade as well. Oh, nice. There's another stun there. Now Rowan is up, but unfortunately he only has a single attack card, so I guess we'll have to go with that. We'll take Quick Strike, and that should be sufficient to finish off this Cobra in the middle here. And since he doesn't have an appropriate follow-up card, he'll just have to pass his bonus action. Now we've got Naz, and we'll have him toss in yet another grenade. It's not as impressive as his homemade bombs, but it gets the job done. Now we've just got one foe left, and Atlas can do more than enough damage to finish her off. Well, especially if he crits. Let's go ahead and grab that energy cell, we'll pick up the vendor trash, and we've got a new power glove that has a pretty hefty damage modifier. We've got some medical tools, a new scavenging mod, which actually has some pretty interesting stats there, and another power glove mod with a base chance to stun. Nice. Stun is probably one of the most powerful weapon abilities in the game, so let's go ahead and immediately swap in that new power glove mod. And let's take a look at this new scavenger mod while we're here. His current scavenger mods aren't bad, but this one has some interesting passive effects. +1 scan sounds pretty compelling. Let's go ahead and swap that in. An increased scanning radius could actually be quite useful. We've also got that new power glove, which looks like it might be a little better than the one we've currently got equipped. Let's go ahead and swap them out, and yeah, you can see that my base damage went up, so we'll go ahead and keep the new power glove equipped. I think that's pretty much everything, so let's go ahead and push up to this loot node. Nothing but vendor trash, but we'll grab it. And it looks like we're separated from those other areas we haven't explored yet, so I guess we'll have to burn some energy, circling back around. We're getting pretty low on energy though, so I guess just to be on the safe side, we should probably go ahead and burn a few energy cells here. Oops, okay, no, I just wasted that energy cell, but it's fine, we have energy cells to spare. Okay, now let's go ahead and wrap up our exploration of the Salutao, and we can get back to the station. Looks like it's a good time to scan. And we've uncovered 3 more loot nodes, but no more combat encounters. Let's go ahead and check them out real quick, pick up all the loot, and then I think it's time to visit the pawn shop. Another energy cell, and some more vendor trash. And one more loot node to go. Looks like another energy blade mod, plus 15% damage, and a couple of interesting looking cards. Oh, and we've discovered one more combat encounter against a lone janitor. Well, this should be a quick and sad fight. It doesn't look like Rowan started with any good combat cards, so let's hit this thing with a shockwave. Now Rowan can love tap it with his power glove. And Atlas should be able to finish it off. There we go, a provoking strike will do it. And the Salutao is officially cleared. That fight nets us 2 more spread weapon mods and some more janitor parts. And it's time to head back to the station. I guess that one chunk of the Salutao is just empty space, or inaccessible ship equipment, who knows. Oh, and before I forget about it, let's check out that new energy blade mod. Both of our current energy blade mods also boost damage, but I think this one that we just found, yeah, it's slightly better than this other energy mod we already have equipped. Let's go ahead and swap them out. It looks like the new mod has better combat cards attached to it anyway. Yeah, That should do just fine. Now let's go ahead and get back to the station. And now it's time to take care of some boring inventory management. I'll take care of this off screen, and next time we'll wrap things up by clearing the last of the 3 derelicts. But for now, this is RetconRaider, signing off. Thanks for watching. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Deep Sky Derelicts, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website or the store page on Steam. Links are in the description.